Okay, so this time let's try to animate Frank. So in this demonstration, I'm gonna try to create an animation which involves multiple views. So basically, I'm going to make him turn. Okay, so the first step in animating a character here in Cutout is to do posing. Okay, so we utilize or we create first the pose that we need. So let's say we want Frank to look from front view going to profile. So I'm going to copy it. Let's say I want him to look on frame 15. There you go. So let's just line him up. I'm going to use my onion skin so that I can properly line up Frank right here. There you go. Let's say somewhere there. That's it. Okay. F6, F6. Okay, so from here, I need to create a bridge or I need to create a breakdown post that will connect this front view going to my uh turn. So basically, I can create first a post that will allow me to do that. Okay, so as you can see here, if I'm going to use interpolation directly, F6, let's say I'm going to use interpolation, I'm going to use this button, this S curve right here. So it will allow me to connect or to create automatic in-betweens from front view to a 3/4. Although it's actually working, but it's not alive, right? Hindi siya nag-acting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to manually do it. So let's say on frame 9, there you go. I want him to look on 3/4, copy and paste. There you go. And then I'm going to manually align it. Okay, so basically I want him to be somewhere here in between. So since there's a breakdown, dapat exact in between siya. There you go. And then let's try to line up the leg. There you go. Let's try to pose the arm as well. Then itong head, baba natin ng konti. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm creating some sort of a squat and stretch. Yan. So meron ako ditong eyelids. So I can make him blink. So this blinking really helps with your squashing and stretching. Yeah. When blinking, always utilize your eyebrow. See that? So it's actually creating that arc. Yan. So from there, pwede pa natin siyang ibaba. Baba natin. There you go. So medyo nagiging clear na ngayon yung path natin. Okay. Clear pa natin na konti. There you go. Okay. So we have this simple post right here. So now let's try to provide the in-betweens. Okay. So para mas maging clear yung action natin dito, I need a reason for Frank to turn. So let's say may nakita siya. So for this one, siguro pwede tayo maggumawa ng konting change of weight. Weight shift tayo ng konti. There. So we have some weight shift going on there. Siguro i-adjust natin ng konti yung timing. Para meron tayong konting breathing space. Yan. Okay. Set up ko lang yung sing length. Gawin natin siyang, sige, 25. Yan. Play natin. Let's see if the timing feels right. One more. Okay. So medyo okay naman siya. Let's now work on the timing. Okay. Maglagay tayo ng mga konti pang in-betweens dito. So let's say I want this character to start turning somewhere here. Yan. I-hold ko lang muna ito. Itong tumingin siya sa screen right para may ano lang tayo, may time tayo to digest the pose. Yan. From there, saka tayo ngayon mag-turn. So in turning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use interpolation. So interpolation is Control K. Or if you want, you can use this button right here, itong S-curve na to. Then this one. There. As you can see, it's basically turning. It's not perfect, but it's there. Right? So ang gagawin natin ngayon dito is I am going to use the principle of ease in and ease out. So to easily do that, kailangan alam muna natin kung paano gumagana yung curves. Kasi dito, what we're gonna do is we are going to manipulate this interpolation right here. Kasi by default, kapag gumamit tayo ng interpolation, it is creating even spacing. Kung makikita niyo yung position ng mga in-betweens niyan, pantay-pantayan. So instead, I want to create ease and ease out para bumibili siya saka bumabagal. It makes the animation more organic. Okay. So let me just show you the different curves that you can utilize. Okay. So first off, when we create this interpolation, automatic ito yung ganito yung graph niyan. Straight. Okay? So if the graph is straight, ibig sabihin, we have even spacing. Nagkakaroon tayo ng pagbilis at pagbagal or ease and ease out if we introduce curves. So if we introduce curve at the beginning, here, so it will look like this. There you go. Okay. Pangalan natin, this one is even spacing. Even spacing. Okay. When we introduce curve at the beginning, we have here ease out. Okay. So this one is speeding up, pabilis. Baliktarin naman natin. Let's try to put the curve here above. So maging itsura niyan, it will look like this. There. So this one, we call it ease in. When we say ease in, we are slowing down. Okay. Kapag pinagsama naman natin silang dalawang curve na to, we put a curve at the beginning, a curve at the ending, magkakaroon tayo ng S-curve. So this is ease in, saka ease out. Ease out pala saka ease in. Yan. So speed up, saka slow down. Yan. So yun lang naman yung apat na curves na kailangan nating intindihin dito. So it only varies on the amount of curvature that we put. So the curvier the graph is, the snappier it gets. Mas nagiging snappy lang yung movement. But basically, ito yung mga curves na kailangan natin. Okay, let's try to put this into practice. So for this one, I want Frank to ease out. I want him to speed up here. And then slowing down natin would be at the end. So basically, there will be no slowing down dito sa breakdown pose natin. Gusto natin siya agad mag-slow down at the end. Okay? So from the beginning, speed up, then slow down. So to do that, we can actually use this template curves right here. Itong template na to. So, please, remember that itong mga template curves na to, it does not show kung anong mga ease ang nakalagay sa curve. We can only use it to apply. Pero to check kung anong curve ang nakalagay sa mga frames, hindi siya gumagana. So by the way, itong curves na to, ang effectivity niya is from one keyframe going to the next keyframe. Okay? So basically, itong automatic interpolation na to. Yan yung kinokontrol natin. So let's try. So I want to speed up. So sabi sa graph natin kanina, ito yung graph niya, ease out. So select this keyframe. Hanapin natin. Maybe let's use this para medyo snappy. Okay. So if I'm going to compare, tignan natin yung mag-itsura ng mga in-betweens niya. So ito yung default. So we have even spacing. Kapag ginawa ko siyang snappy or ginawa ko siyang ease out, look what will happen. There. Okay, if I'm going to play it, it will look like this. See your difference? There you go. Next, subukan naman natin sa kabila. So you want it to slow down here. So basically, I'm going to use this keyframe. Select it. Use the curve. This time, I want it to slow down. So sabi natin kanina, slowing down is ease in. Ito yung curve niya. So punta ako doon sa keyframe na yun. Then I want it to slow down there. Okay, let's try to play it. There. Okay. So, as you can see, much better na yung pacing, much better na yung feeling. Let's now try to change the in-betweens. So, okay na yung timing niyan. Ayos na naman natin ngayon yung mga in-betweens niya. Kasi as you can see, sira-sira yan. So, one technique na ginagamit namin, we are animating by twos. Okay, we are animating by doubles. So, basically, we are going to convert this interpolation into doubles. Ito-doubles natin siya. So, I'm just going to select everything. Again, when doing this, make sure your entire hierarchy is close. Okay? So, select natin yan. Then, I'm going to look for a tool called Create Keyframes On. So, if this tool is not available, you just have to make sure that your timeline view toolbar is open. So, right-click lang kayo dito sa bar na to. Right-click, then look for timeline view. Ito siya, create keyframes on. So, by using create keyframes on, you can set it to 2, then click OK. Automatic gagawin yung doubles yung animation mo. So, magiging doubles ang animation without losing the ease. There. So, bakit kailangan natin mag-doubles? So, kapag naka-doubles kasi, mas madaling gawing on model yung character natin. See? Kasi mas konting frames lang yung kailangan nating intindihin. So, for example, nagkakaroon tayo ng problema dito, right? So, punta ako sa front view. So, for this one, di ko pa naman siya kailangang mag-quarter front. So, maybe I just needed some adjustments dun sa position. So, what I can do is copy and paste the head. Siguro, konting adjustment lang. Maybe, itong face, move natin towards the right. Diba? Then, ganun din yung tenga. Yung tenga natin, so basically, this one will move here. This one will move out. Right? So, gagawa lang tayo ng perspective. I-move lang natin siya manually. Then here, same idea. So dito sa part na to, basically dapat naka 3/4 na siya. Right? So, gawin natin siyang 3/4. So, same thing. Hanapin ko, I can go back to my rig. There. Then, kuha tayo ng 3/4. So, this is 3/4. We copy, then we paste it there. Para on model tayo. There. Or if you want, if you have an existing 3/4 na on model, you can just copy and paste that. Copy, then we paste. Then from there, we simply manipulate the pose. I can move this up. Yung eyelid niya, hindi pa dapat close kasi papunta pa lang siya sa close. Ayusin natin yung eyelid. Let's see it. And position. What I'm doing here is basically just following the arc. Okay. We can also do some modifications dun sa pose natin. So for example, pwedeng ear nandito pa kasi hindi pa naman siya fully nasa full 3/4. Papunta pa lang siya doon. Diba? So those small modifications can create the illusion na merong depth or three-dimensional yung character natin. Let's try to play it. Let's see how it looks like. There. So, nakakompleto na ngayon ng turn. Okay, let's do it again. So, same thing here. So, for this head, I can just copy and paste this head. Diba? Copy and paste ko lang yan. Copy, then paste. Then, do the necessary changes. So, dapat pa-delete na siya. High direction. Okay. So, for this one, pwedeng yung tenga, medyo nag-forward na. Yung facial features, dito na rin. Kasi ano na siya, pa-profile na siya. Right? Basta just have to make sure na on model pa rin yung character natin. Okay, so for this one, so sa next post niya, very off model yan, I can now use the profile view here. Sasaluhin na niya. Pero dapat, manggagaling dun sa kabilang post. Okay, let's see. So headwise, as you can see here, nag-turn na ngayon si Frank. So ayusin naman natin ngayon yung ibang body parts niya. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to reanimate the leg. Yan. Again, I pressed O. Ito yung layer ng leg ko. So I want him to basically like step forward. So tataas niya to. Yan. Interpolate natin. Control K. And ease. Yan. So this one. That's it. Yung kabila naman, kasi medyo naisira yung paa niya. Tiptoe natin siya. Ang mahalaga kasi dito guys, yung pinanggalingan dapat stable. Yan, stable siya. There you go. Then after nun, saka ko ngayon naayusin yung pants. So dapat medyo minimal pa lang yung galaw niya. Dito pa lang siya dapat gagalaw ng medyo abrupt. Kaya din mahalaga na bawat parts guys, merong sariling peg. So that we can adjust it individually. There you go. The next frame. So ito parang walk cycle lang to. I-ano ko lang siya. I-pass pose ko lang siya. Then I can drag it. And pass pose lang natin siya. Ayan. So, re-interpolate ko lang para maayos yung spacing. There we go. Play natin. Okay. Umpisa lang kasi biglang tumingin lang siya doon. Pwede ko siyang interpolate din. Dito naman, ease in, ease out, S-curve lang. Okay, that's it. Let's play it. Tanggalin natin yung loop. Okay, let's see how it looks like when rendered. There you go. So we have Frank turning.